Welcome to the Elite Way podcast, where we interview entrepreneurs, business owners, and real estate agents operating the elite way. I'm so excited about the episode we have today. In house, we have a young man who has risen to the top in just 3 years. He's become top 1% in the DFW marketplace and has built a multi-million dollar producing real estate business. You are going to want to watch every single minute of this episode because he is going to drop crazy nuggets, and wait until the end because that's when he shares his deepest secrets. Without further ado, on the podcast, we have the one, the only Israel Padilla in the flesh.
Pleasure, man. I know it's a long time coming. I know this is actually, for those of you, we had this episode that we filmed actually over a month ago.
We filmed it a month ago, and the file corrupted.
I think I was just doing too well. I think you know,
so.
I dropped the secret and then it just couldn't get revealed.
I love
by God's will, it just, we're going to redo it. We're going to restart it.
God said, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But
nah, pleasure being here.
We're back here in action, and I am so excited because I feel the world needs to know Israel Padilla in an industry where 90% of agents don't make it. Okay, where very few actually build six-figure businesses at such a young age. You're 20.
Birthday is in 2 weeks, so about to be 22. I'm 21 currently.
20.
I'm 21.
My goodness, as a 21-year-old, you've built a multi-million dollar producing business, multiple six figures earner, and it's wild. Like, it's rare what's happened, and I'm excited for you to dive into what exactly you're doing, because this podcast is all about helping real estate agents level up and operate the elite way, and it's exactly what you are doing. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
You have the floor.
What are you doing? Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's supernatural.
I mean, look, it really it doesn't come down to anything that's like out of this world. And this is something that I see that a lot of elite agents are finally, everybody is doing it. And it's simple. You just do the same stuff. What I particularly like doing is social media. That is my forte. And that is something that, honestly, I didn't even want to do social media. Starting out as an agent.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
You told me when you started, you were like anti-social media. You're like, no, but I'm going to do something else. What happened? What was that story like?
So let's go back to year one. So I get into this industry straight out of high school at a fresh 18 years old. My first deal was actually 2 days after my birthday. First ever deal. So I get into this business. I technically closed a deal at 18. And
dude, 18-year-old dude, closing a real estate transaction is
never owned a house. Never owned.
That's wild, man.
Imagine selling a house and just never even. It just felt very surreal, but it's just part of, so to say, faking it until you make it. So just really getting down there, and also, so to say, learning as much as you can, especially in those first couple of years, getting your knowledge up, really learning to actually be good at the process. And then before you know it, once you introduce other stuff, like, all right, now I know everything. All right, now it's time to get the leads. Sometimes people do it backwards. Like, hey, all right, you're doing social media, you're posting the right stuff, but you get this person that's looking to buy. Where do you go from there? What are the right questions to ask? How do you just do certain processes that everybody already knows how to do? So people kind of get in that, so to say, backwards mentality. I think your first year should be a hybrid of doing social media or doing what works for your business consistently, and then also learning the actual important stuff, doing classes, which just a shout out to Elite, the best classes.
Let's go.
On a weekly basis with the best of the best, Steve. But no, that first year, I just didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to come off as like, because I had family, friends on Facebook, Instagram, and just, I didn't want to appear as like cringy or just like, I don't know, like I just didn't want to be weird. That weird guy on social media that's getting like 6 likes, 7 likes, whatever. It's a little weird in the beginning, but
isn't it wild though how our mind just plays those weird games on us? It's like, I don't want people to see I only got 6 likes. I don't want people to see no one's watching my content. But honestly, that's what you have to go through, right?
But the thing is, And something I've learned, no, realistically, 99% of people do not care. They don't care.
Facts.
Like, you have this
Facts.
fear that everyone's gonna think you're weird, everybody's gonna think you're cringy. Nobody fucking cares. Like, nobody cares. So you get into this mind space where you're just limiting yourself, this limiting belief that, oh well, people are just gonna judge you. Who cares? If it works for your business, if it's something that you feel that you're doing that is getting you to where you need to be in your business, do it. Who cares what everybody else thinks?
Okay,
So,
so how did you go from I'm not gonna do it to you know what? I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna do this.
oh man, like, and I'll shout out another real estate agent, John Sanchez. So he actually used to be at my old brokerage, and whenever he left, he started popping off on social media, and he came into the business honestly after I did, and he started posting content, he started putting himself out there, and he started popping, and I was like, I saw that, and I was just like, you know what, this works. I've seen it firsthand. Sometimes I look at people's profiles, and they're already at the top, like they're already there, and it's just like, oh, maybe that could never be me. Oh, maybe I can't do it or whatever. So when you see somebody go from basically zero to hero, it kind of puts that belief like, hey, I can do this. So I just started pushing towards it. I started posting content, and you could go back to my early videos, and everything's just very like, I'm nervous. I don't even have mics. Shooting on my iPhone 13 at that time, and just trying to really get content out there. I started improving my content, started doing a lot better, introduced the drone, introduced proper mics and everything. And the first video I ever blew up was on TikTok. It was this
Gotcha.
just like Spanish house tour video.
Yeah.
It blew up. I got more clients from that one video than I had probably the beginning or most of like last year of 2024 at this
Wow.
point. So this
Okay.
I started, I guess if we had to really put a timeline to it, basically up until March of 2025. That's when I really started to see my business grow.
Okay.
And now, as far as numbers go, I am on 10K in Instagram, 23,000 on Facebook, and around 9K off TikTok. Surprisingly, the one I blew up on has been kind of like, so say the slower one, my Facebook, just without me knowing, I would just post on Facebook. Everything I post on Instagram, post on Facebook, and saw it skyrocket. My Facebook was growing, and like before I noticed, I was like, oh, I'm sitting at 12K. Oh, I went up to 16. Oh, like
Wow.
snap, we cracked 20.
Yeah.
So all it took was just consistency.
Okay. So what are your videos like? What do you post? Like what type of videos do you do? Because for people that don't know, okay, Israel's videos are very different than most real estate agents.
Mhm.
And I want to highlight that because you don't have to be like everyone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be you and you will find your audience. And I love that about you because you have found what works for you. Now, what do you do on social?
So on social media, it's a mix of like, I mostly, most of my clientele, being honest, like 97% of my clientele is Hispanic. So
Okay.
Spanish speaking.
Gotcha. So
And
your audience is Spanish speaking
Mhm.
mostly.
so more geared towards that. I use Spanish songs. I'm like, hey, if the house has anything in particular that stands out, let's say it's like a long driveway, a big backyard, let's say it's sitting on an acre. People nowadays, really, what I've seen people take a liking to are homes with land. And just because like sometimes an agent can believe like, oh well, this house just seems really expensive. I don't know if like maybe my clientele, whoever follows my page, can afford it. That doesn't matter. It starts a conversation. Somebody likes that video and they reach out and they're like, hey, we really love that house. Honestly, 98% of my content that I post, it's not, let's say they hit me up through a video, they never buy the actual house that they're hitting me up. It starts a conversation.
That's true.
Oh
Yeah.
well, what area are you looking in? What kind of where you're looking for, and just try to start that conversation and actually build rapport, connect with the client, and then just go from there as far as the process goes. That, and I don't know, I would like to say like I'm now I wouldn't say like outgoing, but I don't know, I like doing funny skits. So like, sometimes other agent Diego and I will just do some funny stuff, keep up with the trends nowadays. We recently did like a Netflix documentary
I saw that one.
type video. I did, yeah.
That was funny.
So like stuff like that just really I don't know. People like seeing the actual human side of you, because then the person that they see online, it's not. I would advise that everybody stay as honest as possible online about their personality, because these people, let's say if you're very polished online and people are more geared towards that, and then they see you in person, then and you're a completely different person, they might feel a little standoffish, or maybe like the connection isn't there. I am exactly how I am in person as to how I present myself online.
Wow.
I take my business seriously, but I don't, so to say, take myself seriously.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think, it's a good. People feel people don't really care what you know until they know how much you care. And then if you actually come off as personal, if you actually care about the situation, a lot of people get into this business for the wrong reasons. And if you really aren't here to help people, because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing, then you're just getting into the business for the wrong reasons.
I love that, because even though your content is fun, it's
Hmm.
out there, and so on. Like at the end of the day, I know that you truly are doing it in order to help people, right? So like, these videos are hooks,
Hmm.
right? So
For
that
people.
people send you a DM or a email, whatever it is, and so on. But at the end of the day, you truly want to help a family or a person buy a house, right?
And it's just something that you see it from time to time. Um, People with, and we kind of go back to limiting beliefs. The same way an agent might feel towards their business, where they may feel like, oh, if I don't do this or I do this, like it's not going to work or whatever. Some people have the same mentality when it comes to home ownership. Maybe they've heard the same thing. Hey, you'll never be able to buy a house. This is an issue. You'll never get there. And if you hear this so many times, you're just going to start believing it. You're going to put these limiting beliefs on yourself. And I've talked to people that have been renting for over 20 plus years that never thought that they'd be able to buy a house. And just having that conversation and making that, so to say, dream like come true. It sounds a little corny, but it's just very humbling experience. It's just very, just something that I myself can't put into words. Like it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful moment.
So I've noticed that your content really paints a picture of like, hey, you could actually
Hmm.
afford this. Like, hey, it's not as hard as you think it is, and so on. And
Yeah.
that works for you, right?
Well, it's not like they teach you this in school. Like they're not teaching you
You're right.
to
Yeah.
upkeep your credit. They're not teaching you about what it takes to become a homeowner. Cause it's just crazy that this is the, so to say, the American dream, the nice house with the white picket fence, and we learn nothing about it. We learn nothing about how this process works. People don't know until they actually have the conversation. And we get people kind of in this space, and now it's like a
Yeah.
serious thing. Um so to say, like most of my content, I more or less gear it also towards like, hey, um down payment assistance exists. Some people think like, oh well, you need 20%, you need 15% to buy a house. That's just not true. I've had people get money back at closing table. They get all their money back, they get their deposit. And people are like, this isn't common knowledge. Like people don't know about down payment assistance, people don't know about certain grants that the state of Texas offers. People don't know about builders that offer their own sort of incentives,
Yeah.
and this it's up to the agent to know this stuff. So kind of
So
goes back into like what I mean. It's like in that first year, it really is going to be 50% lead generation, and then another 50% as far as
it's
like
like
knowledge goes.
learning it and
Or
so on,
you
right?
know what, 100%, 100%. Give
I
it,
like, yeah.
give it your all.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so look at this. When
Yeah.
you started on social media,
Hmm.
okay, because one of the things that we see a lot is agents like try it for
A
a
little
month
bit.
and then they stop, or they try it for a few weeks and then they don't see uh
The fruits.
the success in it, yeah, and
Hmm.
so on. Okay, so from your experience, because you're en route to close on well over 50 homes. Okay, look at this.
Yeah.
This makes you top 1% in the marketplace here.
I
Top
know.
1%, okay? Now, okay, so with that, how how many videos are you posting on social media? Is it like once a week? Is it twice a week? Like what does that look like? And what is it that you recommend for agents?
To this day, it doesn't matter how not busy I was in the beginning or how busy I get. One video a day, every single day,
One video a day.
minimum, and that's a mandatory minimum.
Dang.
As far as stories
So
go,
you
yeah,
post one reel
a reel,
day.
a day,
Wow.
bare minimum. The reason why is
Monday
just
through Sunday, like every day?
something. It could be a post. It could be an
Yeah.
under contract post. It
Yeah.
could be
But it's
a
every
house,
single day.
every single day,
There's a post going out.
without fault.
You know
Every
what's
single
funny
day.
is this. I was on the phone last week with another agent, okay, who she's en route to do um uh well over 20 million in volume, you know, so it's a high producer.
Yeah.
Okay. And I asked her that same question. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And then she said it's a non-negotiable, one video or post a day. So I mean, it's exactly what you're saying. Like it works, right?
It's works. It will keep working, and it's something that is controllable. For me, it's just become just habit. I have to. It's like, let's say I in the beginning going to the gym, it's like, oh, it feels like
It's hard.
it's hard. Like it just feels, but then it becomes second nature. It's just, hey, it's just part of my day. So posting content or getting content out or having content, it's just part of my day.
Okay, so then how do you do it? Because honestly, that's 365 posts in a year minimum,
Minimum.
which you probably do more than that and so on, you know? So like what's it look like on a practical level? How does an agent get to a place where you're posting once a day? You know, because like your socials, it's mostly video, okay,
Mostly
and like that's a lot of work, like filming the content, editing the content, finding a song, posting it. Like it's not necessarily just like easy work.
I don't. You know what? I will counter to that, so to say. At least in my opinion, if you're an agent just starting in this business, let's say you're at zero, you don't have any clients, you have all the time in the world, and you got your bootstraps on, you got into this head first. There is no excuse, honestly, to not be posting at least something twice a day. I'd say if you're a new agent, the only regret I have is that I didn't double down. When I didn't have much business, I regret that I didn't double down and post more because there are no excuses. You could, so to say,
But like, how do you do it though? Like, are you like filming one day, like multiple videos, or like what's it look like
So
on a
it's-
practical level?
on a practical level, I would say maybe like twice a week I have my film days. Like let's
Okay,
say
gotcha.
3 houses, and then also
Which I know you do.
yeah.
I'm just asking you. Yeah.
So also another on the other end, like I said, not every time I have to post necessarily video. It might just be a regular under contract post. You could do a Canva post, like 20 minutes, pump it out. Or I'm bilingual, so it could be the same house,
Ooh, just English and Spanish.
English and Spanish. So like I kind of take an advantage of that being bilingual. I mean, it's DFW. Like there's a lot of Latino, a lot of Hispanic, but heck yeah, if you're an agent who's also knows both languages, so to say, man, and you're barely starting, get your content out there, ASAP, especially to the Latino market, because those, as far as my clients, like I've had a lot of Latino clients that just live here and they never think, like I said, these limiting beliefs are put into their heads since they get here. It's kind of like outsider syndrome, and you kind of don't feel like you belong, or maybe I don't know. It's just you're put into this headspace where you don't think you can do it, and it's not necessarily by you; it's by outside factors. And you talk with them, and you get to know them as a person. You get to hear their story. You get to really interact and help them really achieve their goals of becoming a
Yeah.
homeowner. So, and that, as far as content goes, like yeah, I would minimum say like try to post a mandatory minimum of a video day.
Video a day.
Video day.
That's crazy.
Stories.
What's an agent?
I need
Look
to
at
get better
this.
at stories though. I
Look at
would
this.
say.
The average agent is posting maybe once a week.
Oh man, we gotta pump those numbers up, man.
I know, but that's where you see, an agent who's a who's a top producer
Mhm.
and an agent who is still questioning in their mind, should I be doing this? Does this work? Oh my goodness, I gotta go film.
Mhm.
I gotta edit. Like, like it's a common theme
Mhm.
of producers what work actually looks like.
And I don't know, like I'd rather do real estate and do this than work some grueling job
Yeah, it's true.
outside. It's summer, you know.
Yeah.
Imagine for me, like you're gonna be stressed regardless. If you're not making money, you're gonna be stressed. If you have all these clients and you're doing good in your business, you're gonna be stressed. I'd rather be stressed and all in my business and doing what I'm doing best, which is helping buyers and sellers achieve, so to say, their goals and their dreams into reality.
Yeah.
So I just think that people are really they're overcomplicating things. I think it's simple. You do the right stuff, you do content, you do it. I'm the type of person where let's say I see it get done once. All right, maybe once or twice, whatever. All right, cool. I got the hang of it. Let me try to replicate this.
Yeah.
Let me just get onto it. But a lot more agents just need to get out there and just I don't know, make something happen. And
What do-
social media is not for everybody neither. Like just do something, pick your lead generation, and go all in
Just stick to it.
and stick to it, and you will for sure see results.
Gotcha.
If you don't see results, that's because you didn't do it consistently enough.
What do you think is the number one reason as to why real estate agents won't be all in on social media? Like,
Mm.
what do you think it is?
If I had to just choose one, man, I would say the initial thing the reason I didn't want to get into social media because they have this belief of what others will think about them
Okay.
if they start posting consistently.
Yeah.
And like, look, there are more broader terms that you could say like maybe they're camera shy, maybe they're nervous, maybe they're a little embarrassed, or maybe they're just plain lazy. Like I'm not not naming names, but they are probably most likely just a little just nervous about being on camera. You have to get over that. You have to get over that belief. You have to get over that because would you rather be doing this and being on camera and being cringy for 30 seconds and then that leads you to getting a client, not just a client, but a potential friend, a potential contact, a potential referral, getting, so to say, you're missing out on so much
Yeah.
from not being weird or cringy for 30 seconds.
That's true.
It's
That's
just
true.
30 seconds.
It's a small price to pay for such a wild outcome on the other side of it, right?
I'd rather be doing this than flipping burgers. I'll tell you
Now,
that much.
okay, now listen, is out. Your videos have a certain framework,
Mhm.
like what you do with your videos, how you start your videos, what you say in your videos. Like, where do you get that from? Like, where do you come up with your hooks
Ooh.
in your videos?
Yo, shout out Chat GBT.
Shout out chat.
No, you know,
Little bit of help on
surprisingly,
chat or what? Yeah, you kind of go back and forth
for
on it.
chat, I use it as far as like captions go. Sometimes it's just on the fly. I see the house has this long driveway, and I just know I'm Hispanic. I have a lot of family,
Who
and
love
whenever they come to
big
town,
driveways
who
or
like big driveways, we need somewhere to park. Man, the
All the
street's full.
trucks,
You know, all
yeah.
the trucks, las trocas, the banda. But no, like that is something attractive. Hey, all right, big driveway. You know, the beautiful house, long driveway. You know, so to say, and then that's where I kind of plug in the sort of say 1% down or like these down payment assistance programs, and just try to cram as much information as possible into 6 seconds while also making it appealable to the general audience. Like I'm not trying to just say a bunch of nonsense or whatever. Trying to get straight to it. Drone footage, like quick, nice overlays, and the music in the background also makes a difference. You know, as far as like my English videos, like it's Texas, try to go more for a country feel. But when it comes to my Spanish videos, like I'm gonna put on some Peso Pluma. I'm gonna put on some like Junior H, like some Latino artists, and just get that initial traction. Oh, well, I like the song. Oh, well, I like this house. Oh, this driver looks nice. Let me send him a DM. Oh, well, he responded back. Oh, let's get on the phone call. Right now we're on the phone call. Now we're, so to say, kind of what you always instill in agents. You take the lead and you conversate. You try to see if it's if it can convert, and just go from there. It's a numbers game at the end of the day. The more content you put out, the more interactions you'll get, the more people will reach out,
It's
and the
true.
more closings you'll have. It's a simple numbers game.
Now, with your videos, are people in your DM? Do they email you? Do they send you a text message? Is your phone number out there?
Phone numbers out there. Um,
Like, where do people kind of hit you up at?
you know what? I've only ever had one person email me, and I thought it was a spam email because
That's so
I'm sure
funny.
you know, a lot of agents know, like you'll just get a
Yeah.
million spam emails
Hundred
because your
percent.
emails out there. Only one time I've ever had like a serious client reach out via email. Most of the times phone call or DM. But I will say I 100% prefer a phone call. I think it's you could go text back and forth, and a lot of people have more of a preference for that. I say let's get on phone call and let's talk about it. I think we could learn a lot more about each other in a phone call talking or set something up in person face to face. So I would say lots of DMs, lots of phone calls, basically no emails.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's for the best.
Okay, most of your videos like really have a theme to it. It looks very similar in some way, shape, or form. You know, it has a hook, has an intro, it has a super low down payment, low interest rate type of verbiage, and so on. Okay, are there any plans to like switch up your content, or you're like, you know what, right now this is working, I'm gonna keep doing this. Like, ain't no need to change it if it's working.
You
Where
said
you
it
at with
best.
it?
Don't don't fix it if it ain't broken. You know, it's it works for me. I think people take a liking to it. It's very short, straight to the point. Only thing I would really change about my content maybe would be for like closing videos. I want to get a little bit more cinematic, a little bit more
Okay.
kind of,
More like of the
mhm,
emotion into it, the story into
mhm.
it. Yeah.
Just a little bit more about so people really learn about because I've made and this is true. This is another sort of say saying, but you and it's true. Your clients become your friends way quicker than your friends become your clients. I have met
Ooh.
so
What
many
is that again?
just
Your clients
become
become
your
your
friends
friends
quicker
quicker
than
than your
your
friends
friends
become
become
your
your
clients.
clients.
Whoa,
Every
that's a bar.
every
Roman, that's a bar right there.
yo record it. Put me on 8 track right now. But it's true. It's so true. I've met some of the best people, most down to earth people in the world just from being my clientele, and they reached out to this stranger realtor online,
Yeah.
and suddenly now we're really good friends. So I've had just so many man, like just beautiful experiences.
Do you
Just
feel people people think like, oh my gosh, he's young, he's only 21, nah, forget it, or
that's the beauty with social media. Like people know what they're getting when they come in. Like I said,
that's true.
I don't try to put myself
I like that
into like,
response.
into this like very polished or very kind of, as far as I like to separate my human side from my business. Obviously, I'm extremely knowledgeable just in the business side of things. I'm confident in what I do. But then at the same time, like I'm also a person with my own likes and interests, and I try to find that connection because at the end of the day, the person on the other side isn't just a client. It's a person, and just talking with them and just really creating that relationship
All right,
is the
so
best.
on that
Mhm.
note right there, you're a human, real
Am I
person.
human?
You're not
I'm
AI.
a,
You know,
I
you're
might
not.
be.
You're not.
I might be, bro.
You're not, and so on. Like, what would you say is your drive?
Ooh.
Like, why do you go so hard?
Oh man.
I mean, a video a day is wild. It's gnarly. It's a lot of work. And I would say that you have a drive that most people just don't have, and so on. Like, where's that from? Is it is it how you were raised? It's from God. Is it because you truly want to serve as many people as you can? Like, what are your thoughts behind that? What is driving Israel to the top?
That is a trifecta. And you said all three. You said all three. God. God first and foremost has given me the strength, has given me the health, has given me this mentality to really serve him and do what's best for my clients before anything. And secondly, I was raised. My dad, he's a business owner himself,
Okay.
and he's always just taught me to, man, just do right by people. And like, kind of like I said, people don't know how much, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If you really actually care about what you're doing and you're honest with people and you work hard and you're consistent at it, you can achieve anything you can do. And this goes far beyond just real estate. It goes into just anybody, just as a motivational. If you have a goal, if you want to lose weight, if you want to grow your business, if you want to do whatever, if you want, be an astronaut, go to NASA, whatever. Um, these are lessons that were instilled by my father, by my parents, and to this day, that's what kind of keeps the drive going. It doesn't matter how busy I am, I will still get my content out there, minimum a day, minimum once a day. It doesn't matter, even when I'm really, really busy, even when I'm not busy. Honestly, the times where I'm not busy, I'm like, let's double down. Why go shoot 3 houses today? Let's go do 6. We'll do 4 houses and we'll go to 2 communities,
I
and we'll
love
be
that,
all
man.
over the whole day. Cause why not?
I love that.
What else am I
Yeah,
doing?
because I mean honestly,
Hmm.
okay, agents have no excuse. For example,
There is
you
no excuse.
you just closed on 7 homes last month,
Hmm.
and in the midst of being crazy busy, showing houses for closings you have in July, um, working on the inspections, the appraisal, the emails, meeting with new clients, and so on. In the midst of everything, you still put out a video a day.
Minimum, bare minimum.
That is wild.
It's like I said, there is no excuse. If you are a new agent getting into this business and you're not at least posting once a day, like I said, my only regret, I wish I would have posted twice a day. It would have grew my business a lot more quicker. Obviously, post good content, post quality content, but there is literally no excuse. On days where I'm not busy, I'm still working. Whether I have 100 clients, whether I have 0 clients, I am still working. I'm still growing my business somehow, a little bit every single day. Whether it's content, whether it's showings, whether it's inspections, whether it's knowledge, these classes, whatever it is, I'm growing my business little by little every single day. And that is not for me. That is for my clients.
That's
I
wild.
think that's what I owe. I owe my clients that.
Okay, so being as crazy busy as you are, do you work with a transaction coordinator? Is it all you? Like what's it look like behind the scenes?
It's all me.
Is it really?
Came up, it's
Wow.
all me for real. All me.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're writing your own contracts, uploading your documents,
Hmm.
everything.
Everything.
That is wild.
Man, it's just like I said, time management. If I know on Monday, Monday are usually my busiest days. It's my catch up, so to say. Because after weekends, usually weekends, that's when showings kind of happen. That's where you kind of have to do that side of your business. Monday are more of my admin days. But I kind of chop it up. Hey, this is what I have to do in the morning, or I have to upload so and so CDA. I have to put this listing into MLS. All right, go ahead, get some lunch. Let's go film. And for me, it's just become like, it's not that it's not hard, or I'm not trying to like make it like as if this isn't important. Like, this is extremely important, obviously, but I guess, yeah, it isn't, so to say, hard time management. I'm just very resourceful with my time, very efficient with my time,
Yeah.
and make the best of every single day,
Wow. Okay, so
and still post.
okay, so act like I'm a brand new agent, just got my license, and I am sitting with you
Uh huh.
for a half hour. Okay, what 3 pieces of advice are you saying? Hey, if you want to make it, Steve, in this industry, focus on these 3 things. What are they?
If you're a new agent, let's just say you're just a new agent, I'd be like, hey, have you met Steve Penate
Let's
down at Elite Real
go.
Estate?
Hey, I
He's
am
the
not paying
best
it for
broker
this.
in
I'm
the
not
world.
paying it for this. This is a freebie here.
It was a free, not sponsored. You know what you don't see is Steve has, like, he's hiding a weapon. I'm just kidding. But no, I would say, honestly, that really is honest. Because here at Elite, it's just the environment that you have given us. And just when it comes to the totality, if an agent doesn't thrive here, then I really don't know what to say. I really, I'm
Wow.
just at shock because I just see the environment. I see agents thriving,
Yeah.
and this is about quality. Like people. So say, especially you with your business, like you don't chase agents. They come to you. When people interview with you, they already know who you are. They already know what elite is.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just like you've built this, so to say, environment that is so welcoming, especially for new agents, with heavy hitters, and just you get lots of knowledge, lots of perspective. It's like it's a family here. I would say like that is just coming from me, not sponsored, not sponsored, but
Shout out. Shout
yeah,
out.
that'd be first thing. Secondly, if you're a new agent getting into this business, I'd say it, let's say you're on the younger side. Let's say maybe if you don't have that many bills or you have this kind of like nest egg, I would say like save your money, right? Obviously, don't try to fake it till you make it, getting these $1,000 suits when you haven't even had this like closing, or
Yeah.
getting the new car. You have this $1,200 car payment when you haven't even, so to say, shown a single house. Like,
Yeah.
I think that stuff is just gonna hold you down, just gonna keep you in debt and leave you in debt. And it's just maybe it might help you, so to say, work harder. You're all in all this debt. It might give you a little edge, but I would say just be resourceful with your money. And third, just choose whatever you're gonna do. If you're gonna door knock, door knock. If you're gonna cold call, cold call. If you're gonna do social media, do social media. Open houses, just do it. Go for it hard. Go all in, and don't stop until you start seeing results. Give it like 6 months or whatever the case is. You set your own timelines. Obviously, I wouldn't 2 months or a couple weeks. Obviously, that isn't enough to grow anybody's business. Nobody started from 0 to 100 and just did this all in two
Yeah.
weeks. Just be consistent, be hard at what you're going to do, and it's impossible to fail with this environment. With get that mentality. But then I would say not this business isn't really for everyone. If I had to be
That's
honest,
true.
if
Yeah.
I really had to be 100% honest, a lot of people, like I said, get into this business expecting one thing, and it turns out to be a completely different other
Hmm.
thing. And that is not to discourage any new agents, that is not to discourage anybody, but just know, like, it's nice and pretty in social media, but you get into it and you're going to see the good and the bad,
I
just
like
like
that
any other business.
response for sure. It's one of the things that I say a lot is that the highest form of leadership is self-awareness.
Mhm.
It's like, asking yourself hard questions. It's like, okay, do I really want this, or do I just like the idea of it? Right? Because if you really want it, your actions will reflect what you actually want.
Mhm.
You know, I think that that you really made an amazing point talking about where you put yourself in, because I think so many agents want more information without the transformation
Mhm.
that is needed inside. And I think that's something you experience. You understood very quickly that if I don't transform my mindset, I won't be able to apply the information I'm learning. And so that's one thing I see in you as a leader, that you lead from the front. It's like, I know it's going to be scary, but I'm going to do it. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. And like, those things really are what hold people back. And so, what you said, finding an environment that truly allows you to thrive,
Mhm.
you know, is so important, especially early on in your success as an agent, right? And so, like, where did you find that at? Like, what was it at home? Was it your dad, you said, and so on? Was it, friends around you? Like, where did you find that environment that really made you look down and say, okay, I'm gonna go all in on this? What was it?
I can give you a moment. I give you a moment in time.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because those first,
I
I
love
would
that.
say those first kind of couple months, man, it's hard. There is no guarantee that you're gonna close anything. You get into this business, like I said, um, as prepared as I seemingly was, and I knew I've seen part of the business. I've kind of like shadowed my old mentor kind of before I got into this business, and I already kind of had an idea. I still didn't expect basically nothing, like nothingness. And there was this one specific night I had posted this. Actually, no, I was at this point I was cold calling, and this guy had called me back, and it just seemed like a prank call. Like he just called me back, said a bunch of BS and whatever, hung up, and I was like, what am I doing? Like this isn't working. Like, am I really cut out to do this? Is this really what I want? Um, and I
It's wild,
sat.
huh? Like, yeah, very early on,
Mhm.
those thoughts haunt you, and they're real.
And I sat and I prayed, and I probably didn't sleep at all that night. I just stayed up and just prayed and really just said like, is this for me? Is this something that I should do? Is this? And I just prayed and I prayed for strength and I prayed just for everything. And I would say a week and a half later, I was um I was showing a rental to a client. And this guy had pulled up in front of the house and he was just like, "Hey, is this house available?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is all in Spanish." He's like, "Is this house available?" Comes in and he's just like, "Oh, I don't like this carpet. This carpet's green. It's ugly." It was ugly. I'll give him that. It kind of looked like a golf sort of like set, but he was like, "No, I'm not looking to rent. I'm looking to buy." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Well, how's your situation?" "Oh, well, I'm looking in this area. I'm more or less like this kind of what my budget is." "All right, well, let's get it. Let's get the application going." My first deal, let's say I got the application done by Thursday. We start looking Friday, submit offer. Saturday gets accepted Sunday.
Wow.
Month
From a
after,
guy who pulled up, you said.
I think that was God's will.
Wow.
I think that was God's will. I've never had a situation like that since. 90% of my people either they come from social media or
Yeah.
referrals, but I've never had a situation where I'm showing a house and somebody just drives
Wow.
up and it's just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm looking to buy." And I really just think that it was just a special moment.
Like
And
a
I still think
sign,
about it,
huh?
a sign. Just a sign, and just to really keep at it. And look, like you can whether you're religious or not, you can take that however you want to, but to any agent just getting in the business, just don't give up. Just don't go. If this is really what you want to do and you're really striving for it and you're really working hard to get to that place, just don't give up. Just pray for strength and just keep it going, because eventually it will pay off. Your hard work will pay off. If you're consistent enough over a long period of time and you go all in when it comes to quality, when it comes to every aspect of your business, you will succeed. There's 100% chance that you will succeed.
Come on. Okay. What's been your biggest month?
Oof.
How many clients?
Oh man, like closed?
Yeah.
Um I closed like 8 clients
Let's
in
go.
1 month. Yeah.
My
And that
goodness,
one
dude.
was two new, so to say, construction, 6 other like pre-owned houses. Yeah, it was a big month. It was a great month,
You
honestly.
won the lottery there, huh?
It's something like that.
Let's
Like,
go. Come on.
that's been my biggest month. We got to strive for bigger and better things. Obviously, just keep it going. Try
I
to.
mean, that's a big month. I mean, very
Shit,
few agents,
most
very
agents.
few agents will ever experience 8 closings
What's
in a
what's the
month.
statistic? Like, isn't there something like 85% of agents only close 3 deals or less in a year?
Yeah,
Like
honestly.
something
Yeah, it's
crazy like
wild.
that.
Something wild like that for sure.
But here in Elite, oh man, that's baby numbers here in Elite.
Let's go.
You've
We do have high
raised
producers
the
in
bar.
here.
Yeah, we got heavy hitters and
We
you
got heavy
raised the
hitters.
bar, and that's why I think this is just a great environment to grow in, because you see this and seeing somebody up close, you surround yourself with successful people doing good in their business. Talk to them. What are you doing that works for you?
Yeah,
What are
it's
you
good.
doing? Hey, and like I feel like a lot of people are prideful, or maybe they're nervous to ask these questions, but man, put yourself out there.
That's
Ask
true.
the right questions.
Yeah.
Talk to the people that are in positions that you want to be in, or that you see somebody successful in the real estate business. Well, what works for them? Well, what are you doing consistently? Even just try to shadow. Just try to like sort of say, hey, can you kind of take me on as like, just a day in your life just to see and just really get that firsthand knowledge. And
Yeah.
I believe that's something that we have here in Elite.
I love that. I love
Um,
that. Okay,
yeah,
look at this. Here's out.
not sponsored.
You've been not sponsored.
Yeah.
Okay, this you've been just crushing it. Okay,
Trying.
in a market where so many agents are like saying, "Oh, it's a hard market. Oh, interest rates this." Like, okay, what would you say to an agent that's there mentally?
Oh man, that's all noise. Forget about the noise,
It's all noise.
cause
That's all
that
noise.
shouldn't stop you. Okay, interest rates are high. Okay, go do content. Oh, interest rates are low. Go do content. It's not a buyer's market. All right, go do content. It's not a seller's market. Go do
Yeah, it's
content.
just like stay
Just
committed to
stay
the
committed
activity.
to what you're doing.
Yeah, I
Like,
love
why? Who cares?
Yes.
Who cares?
You're in
Like,
control.
you're in control of your own life. Why are you gonna? This is all just noise. At the end of the day, stay up to date on how the market is. No, at the end of the day, stay knowledgeable. Obviously, do the right things, but that shouldn't change you or shouldn't change how you handle, so to say, your day. When I'm busy, I still do. I post my video when I'm really
Yeah.
really busy. I post content. When I'm not busy, I post content.
Yeah.
That has not changed since I really embarked on social media and went all in 100% on it.
Man,
It's all noise.
I am so inspired by your work ethic. I mean, you're just like go, 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 nonstop, bullet train. Like I'm going to the top. Nothing's gonna hold me back. Like I absolutely love that. Shotgun questions here, okay? All right.
go.
Your favorite lunch spot.
Ooh, underrated, very clutch. Central Market, very local place.
Dude, I love Central Market.
Dude.
The sandwiches there are bomb.
They're bomb, man.
Custom
The
made,
ni-
the
custom
sandwiches.
made. It's like Subway, but way better. They're
Oh,
like
bro.
fresh. Actually, you know what? I
Bro.
retract that statement. It's nothing like Subway.
You're
Uh,
offending Central Market here.
Dude, Central Market clutch, 100%.
Okay. Okay. All right. Coffee or energy drink?
Not sponsored.
Energy drink.
Energy drink. Coffee, I don't know. It makes my stomach hurt sometimes.
Huh?
Makes me.
Does it
Hacer el
really?
baño.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's too much like milk and stuff.
Okay. Best
Maybe
restaurant for a date night for anybody who wants to go out,
Locally, I would say, have you ever been to Hudson House on
Oh, man,
Cambodia?
I love Hudson
I
House.
love Hudson House.
Yeah.
Get their pasta or their steak is really, really good.
Okay.
Hudson
Okay.
House is clutch. Or like, I personally, I like sushi. I've been to like Blue Sushi here on 7th, like somewhere recently. But I would say, yeah, Hudson House. You get a
Okay.
good variety.
All right. Now, here is the one where everybody is going to go nuts in. Everybody has an opinion. The best barbecue
Oh,
in the region, okay? Because me and my friends fight about where the best is. Roman, what do you say? Panther City? Really? Okay. What do you say?
oh
And then I'll say mine at the end.
man. You'll say yours at the end? Oh man, I really like Terry Black's.
Do you
Yeah.
really?
I like Terry Black's.
Oh, bro.
It's
We
'cause
got
the,
beef.
The first time I ever had it was in Austin.
Okay, I
their
mean,
location-
yeah.
that
The one
one-
here, I was kind of.
You're a little bit.
I was let down, disappointed.
Well, what's your spot?
Bro, Dane's Barbecue in Alito. Bro, Dane's. Have you been there before or no? Dane's is
haven't.
bomb. Honestly, shout out to Dane's.
What do you think we're going after this?
Not sponsored.
fuck-
Hey, Dane's Barbecue, literally hands down, amazing barbecue here in town.
Yo, Steve, I know you're sponsored. Nah, I'm just kidding.
By the way, Dane's, send me the check.
Shout out.
In barbecue though, okay? Just send us food here.
Next
Elite
class,
Real
just
Estate.
this huge
They literally
barbecue
sponsor
tray all
us.
over. Oh, man.
Dude, Israel, I am so inspired. Look at this. Some final words here, okay? Look at this.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Final words here, okay? Because in a lot of ways you stay low key. Like agents who know that you truly are one of the top agents in the whole region. I mean, you compete with the best of the best at the very top. I mean, selling over 50 homes in a year
Mhm.
is rare. It's no easy feat. Uh, 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 and so being in that space in just 3 years, it's just wild, man. Honestly, it's unheard of. It's very far and few. It's rare to see the success you have right now really early on. Okay, I want you to share, okay, some final words, okay, to an agent right now who is on the verge of quitting. Okay, and it's like, man, how is he only 21 years old? And I mean, he's just crushing it and so on. Here I am. I'm trying so hard. Like, maybe it's not for me. Okay, some final words to an agent right now that is probably experiencing a low in their business, and then I want you to encourage them in such a way that this person picks up a second wind and just runs the next 6 months of the year.
Just if I was in that same situation. If I could sort of say teleport back to that time when I was having these limiting beliefs, when I was having these thoughts about getting out the business, I would say the same that God said to me. Don't stop. Do not stop. Because if this is truly what you want, if you really at the bottom of your heart, and maybe you might find out that this isn't what you want.
Yeah,
Who knows?
it's good.
But if this is truly what you want to do, and you truly care about helping people, and you want to be successful in this business, don't stop.
I love that.
Don't ever stop. And a second piece of advice: talk to Steve Penate.
Let's
He'll
go.
hook you up. Not
Let's go.
sponsored.
No, not sponsored.
Just really dial into your business. Just see what works for others. Really, like I said, what helped me was just also asking the people around me and like really humbling myself down and really getting rid of this pride, of this ego,
I love
I
that.
can do it all myself.
Yes.
I don't need anybody's
I love
help.
that.
I can do this all, because this is a team sport.
Yeah.
You have to surround yourself with people that are knowledgeable in this business,
Yeah.
that have this experience, and having a good mentor by your side might even just like a buddy who's also in this business. Like, I
Yeah.
think also being in real estate, it's lonely. Like, if it's just you
It
by
gets lonely
yourself,
quickly, for
it gets
sure.
lonely quickly. And if you find, like, it's like a trauma bond. If you and another agent,
Trauma bond.
if you and another agent
is
are not doing the best
hilarious.
in
Yeah.
y'all's business, like, you kind of like have that, and you're kind of in the same boat, and you kind of drag kind of each other, like, hey, you know what, let's do I don't feel like doing content. Nah, man, let's do content. On days where maybe you're down, or days where this other person is down, you kind of keep each other accountable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, share some words real quick to that person. Maybe we'll like cut this clip for them, but the person who is thinking, I can't afford a house, or I will never be able to buy a house, what do you say to them? Speak to them at that camera right here.
That camera.
The person who wants the American dream, dude. Everybody wants a house, but
Mm-hmm.
but what you said, you've noticed so many people think it's never gonna be possible. What do you say to them?
3 words: hit me up. Because we will. Because look, we have to.
I love that.
Let's start the
That's good.
conversation.
Let's go.
Let's start the conversation.
That
Let's
was
talk
good,
about
man.
it. If it's possible, it's possible. If it's never a no, it's always a never, not now. If you're good to go, you're good to go. But at the same time, different people, different situations, let's have the conversation. Hit me up. If you are an agent in this market, and maybe you feel as though where you're at maybe isn't the best environment for you to grow, or just you're not, sort of say, you don't feel just very welcomed in your business, wherever you're at, talk to this man
Let's
right
go.
here, Steve Penate. He
Let's
is
go.
just one of the best just humans I've ever met. Just very inspiring as a person. And he every single day he strives, we have a mutual friend named Diego, and
I love Diego.
he just lost, like, he's been on his, a gym journey, so to say. And I remember he told me one time, he was like, "Oh man, I was out eating some donuts. I posted it." Steve was like, "Hey, put that down, man. You're on your gym journey." Steve will hold you accountable.
I didn't know
Steve
that.
will, so to say, be there for you, for your business. And this is just, if I had to start it, do my business all over again, oh man, I'd choose Elite 10 times over
Let's
10.
go. Not sponsored, unpaid.
Not sponsor, unpaid. Hey Steve,
Israel.
so do you have the money? Can you pay me now?
No, seriously, here you go. Israel, thank you so much for being on
Of course,
the
of
podcast.
course.
I love what you said. If you're someone who wants the American dream of home ownership, no never means never.
No, never
And
means
I love that. And then this is why, look at this. This is why an agent like you, people see that you're truly in this for the people. You're truly in this to see people win, people step into home ownership. And honestly, it's why success has followed you. And man, I am so honored you're at here at Healy Real Estate. You know, you lead here, and I know that so many agents are going to be inspired and learn from this podcast. Hey, if you loved this podcast, let Israel know. You're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. How do people find you?
Israel.the.realtor on Instagram, Israel Padilla. You should find me on Facebook by my full name. And on TikTok, same as Instagram, Israel.the.realtor. It's a pleasure to be here, Steve.
Awesome.
It's a
Hey, look
pleasure.
at this. Go follow Israel. Study what he does. Pay attention to how he does his videos, how he frames his words. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. You've seen it here. The wild success he's had. Israel, thanks for being on. We're gonna have you on again, round two,
Trying.
at a
Round
later time.
three.
Hey, it is true.
Yeah, technically.
All right, we're
But
done.
pleasure.